You're listening to the Level Best Network.
We're going to try this. Stand by.
Good evening. On behalf of Walt Disney World, the place where dreams come true, we welcome all of you to Epcot and World Showcase. We're gathered here tonight around the fire, as people of all lands have gathered for thousands and thousands of years before us to share the light and to share a story. An amazing story, as old as time itself, but still being written. And though each of us has our own individual stories to tell, a true adventure emerges when we bring them all together as one.
So good.
We hope you enjoy our story tonight. Reflections of Earth.
Everybody together. Oh yeah.
Welcome.
Everybody. Yeah, this is about the most informal podcast effort ever from INTERCOT.
We put in effort. Come on.
Well, Carolyn actually did a little
we're
show
wearing
prep.
Epcot gear,
Know, right? Like, look
Yeah.
at this. Look at this.
Yeah, it's like we planned it.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of did plan it. So we're standing by, like probably many of you are at home right now, waiting for the debut of Harmonious, the replacement to the show that we're playing in the background right now, Reflections of Earth, Illuminations.
Yes.
And hello to Sally Mae. Good to see you.
Sally.
Miss you as well. It's been a long time.
Hi.
It's funny. I mean, the Illuminations went on for how many years? It was like what? Almost 20
Well,
or something like that?
if you go all the way back to 1982, there's other fireworks shows that I didn't even hear of.
Oh, you've got history.
I got history. There was something called Carnival de Lumiere, 1982 to 1983.
You see, I went in 82, and I do not.
I don't
even
know if it was like
remember
that. If it was that daytime show where they had like airplanes and colored smoke. I don't know. I have pictures from an
I
old
remember Laserphonic Fantasy.
Fantasy. That was 84 to 88. There was one in between those. A New World Fantasy was 83 to 84. But then Illuminations started in 1988.
Right.
And it ran all the way to 1996. And then after that, it became Illuminations 25.
Right.
And that just ran 3 years, 96 to 99. And then I guess for the new millennium, it was October 1st, 1999 to September 30th, 2019. That was Reflections of Earth. And then Epcot Forever started in 2019, and it basically ran up until now. And here we are with Harmonious.
Yeah, and we had hoped to join the Disney Nerds podcast stream of it, but apparently they are not here right now. Might be having issues with their broadcast. So we're going to go full screen right now.
Okay.
Let's listen.
We find each other in song.
That's a wide shot right there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to bother me that those barges aren't centered in the lagoon.
No, right? Let's go full screen. Now this is pretty big, like in person, so I would imagine it's a little more impressive than the wide shot that we're showing.
It is huge.
Right.
Are those things? Yeah.
Oh, look at those. They're like octopus arms.
Yeah. Those things there that are like a semicircle, people say they look like a taco shell. During the day, it's just a big black screen. You would never know, like, it's a television.
Wow.
They just look like a big black mass. They're singing in all the languages from around
Yeah.
the World Showcase.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Makes it a little hard to sing along, though.
Yeah.
I will say that. That's just one thing.
It's hard to tell, like, oh,
There we go. Some Ariel.
I'm confused about that circle in the middle because it's normally just a donut shape, but it looks as though there's like a screen in this middle of the circle now.
Yeah, it does appear that way, doesn't it?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Unless it's being like projected up on water mist, like World of Color.
Yeah. And they're using the IP in this show.
Oh, yeah.
Where before it was a original song and everything. That's nice.
That is nice. Is there supposed to be like a theme to this fireworks show? Or is it just IP?
We're all in harmony.
I guess.
With what we are one with the world. I don't know. I'm waiting to kind of see where we go with this. I do like the octopusy kind of
arms, they're neat.
Like going back and forth. And well, I will say where they didn't have much surface space on the whole screen before on the globe, they seem to have a number of areas to project this time.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is in the middle of that center circle. It's
more crazy arms from the edges.
Oh, from the edge ones.
It's going to be really hard to sing along with this. That's my only comment so far. Interesting show, but like where you found yourself, kind of like singing along with the tune before.
Yeah, I agree.
And this is going to be a little bit tough.
I wonder if with all that water spraying, if it's windy, you get kind of a splashback around the showcase.
That's true, whether you're towards the
on
back.
A cold evening. What's this song from?
I don't know. I'm a little. What
are those puppets? Oh my God!
What is that?
Are they some weird puppets?
I guess it's look at them. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sally Mae says, well, Jungle Book. Well, yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah. It's
right?
Jungle Book, all right. But it's not the cartoon. It's like weird puppet Jungle Book. Oh,
got
people
some
are
clapping.
cheering.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's sitting here, I want to sing along, and I mean, I get it. It's World Showcase, so I
Yeah.
think that's what they're trying to do, is bring in.
I don't recognize what song this is from.
Is this Mulan?
Yeah.
Reflection, the
Okay.
Christina Aguilera song.
I have a comment.
Okay.
You know the middle part of Illuminations that like everything slowed down and it was like, yeah.
Right, where you kind of like, yeah, where everybody was like,
far,
where's the
yeah.
fireworks? And
So far, this show is kind of giving me that vibe.
so you're thinking? Do you think that at the end they're going to
I'm feeling
ramp it
this
up?
is kind of Rivers of Light, like ooh la la. I'm waiting for some big explosions and like get my toes tapping.
Yep. Well, here we go. We got some kickboxing, and there you go. They're amping it up just in time.
But it's done.
I'm with Justin.
Yeah.
He says they better blow stuff up at the end. I guarantee you there's no Inferno barge anymore. I think that's probably one of the things I'm going to miss the most.
I'm just kind of feeling like,
yeah,
yep, it's harmonious. Are we basically just going through each country of World Showcase and doing a...
It sure seems like that. And it almost, I didn't notice whether they were going in order one way around or whether we're just going through them.
Well, if this is the African outpost, what's next?
Well, right. So that would be what, Germany? Germany, and then American Experience, and then I think that's right, isn't it?
I think so.
Italy?
I
Germany,
feel like
Italy.
Italy's.
It's Germany, Italy, American Experience, I think, right? Coming from the outpost across from Japan.
Yeah, but Mulan is Chinese, not Japanese.
All right. Well, what do I know? I just got my hat on. Did I mention I have my Epcot hat on?
But the outpost is next door to China.
Okay. All right. So I'm losing my. That's
but it
true.
goes Mexico, Norway, China. I don't think we did Mexico and Norway yet.
Yeah, I don't think we had Norway. There'd be from Frozen stuff.
Frozen, yeah.
Oh, there you go. You got like. Woo. All right, what's this? This is Beauty and the Beast.
France.
Justin's like, how many times have we been to Epcot? We don't know the country order. Yeah. I mean, since 1982, I've been going since it pretty much opened. That's pretty hard.
I know them when I walk past them. I remember which one's which. And I know that where Canada, Mexico, and America are. And then.
So true. So hard.
We know the North American ones. Everything else is.
I know where Canada is.
Canada.
I know Mexico. What have I got here?
When you go around World Showcase, do you go to Mexico first or Canada first?
Which way do I go typically?
Yeah.
I typically go to the left.
Yeah.
So I go to Mexico.
Yeah,
Looks
same.
silly. I go counterclockwise.
No, that's clockwise.
Oh, I guess it is clockwise, but
Yeah.
you're starting at the 6 o'clock position. So.
Right. Right.
Yeah, see, I understand the harmonious thing and bringing in the foreign languages and stuff, but like I said, it's going to be like when we were all kids in the 70s trying to sing Buddha la vida, it is tu. Like we didn't
They
know
need
that
to do like how
the
they
words.
sometimes do the Canadian national anthem is like you'll sing a couple lines in English and a couple lines in
Right.
French.
Like bring it in.
Yeah.
I got you. What do we got going on here?
Is
More
that
of
a
those kind of
scarecrow?
puppety sort of things. This feels like the music that used to play.
This is
Before
Vikings. This should be
Illuminations.
Norway. This is all the Vikings.
Yes. I kind of did
Bagpipes.
this music.
Wait,
This is
bagpipes?
all right.
That's Brave.
Yeah.
Well, she's Scottish. There's no Scotland. Is she?
Sally Mae's like, there's my girl.
Is she supposed to be United Kingdom? Okay.
All right, now we're in
Mexico.
Mexico. All right.
But where's all the fireworks? We're just watching TVs.
Yeah. It's a good point, Carolyn.
We're looking at
I like how the
water.
camera guy's getting artsy there, like looking at the
Yeah.
reflections.
But
of
like,
the
I am a pixie duster most of the time, but I'm really looking at this like, what? Other than watching big TVs, what are we watching? Like, I'm not seeing any really crazy
no
fountain.
incredible
Like,
pyro, no
It's
crazy
neat that
fountains.
these things
Oh,
move
here we go.
around, but
Wait. Thought I saw fireworks going up. Oh, no, camera guy missed him. There we go. Wide shot. We got some fireworks coming, Carolyn. I'm feeling it coming on.
well, we did, but where are the rest? Like, I feel like it needs to be this the entire thing.
Yeah. Now this is cool right here.
Yeah, I like this.
This is
It's nice
a little
and
segment here. Yeah, very colorful. You got the fountains going. You got the projections going. You got the crazy robotic arms going. Got some fireworks. Digging
Yeah, I
this.
like this.
There we go. Wide shot.
I watched Coco the other day. This isn't even a song in the movie, so I feel like they're just kind of taking songs.
We need more characters. Thank you, Michael Eisner. Thanks for pointing that out.
This is Tiana, so I guess this is America.
Okay. I have not seen this movie yet. I know, don't look at me that way. I promise I'm going to see it soon. By the next podcast. Here we go. Like, this is America. We should get some fireworks going. We
need
this
some
up
more red, white, and blue here.
That's
folks.
what I'm talking about. Let's amp this celebration up a little bit. Independence, baby. There we go. America.
This is not saying America to me. I need more explosions.
Yeah, we need more explosions. Oh, there we go.
Come on, host pavilion.
We're getting there.
I think you'd really like this movie. It's really good.
I'm digging the music.
This is in the movie. I wonder what they're going to do for Canada. We really only have that Brother Bear movie.
Yep. Chris is saying it looks like the lasers have been retired. I hope not. I like the lasers.
Yep.
It doesn't
There's-
look like to me like an amusement park from a wide shot, like that's the loop in like California Adventure.
Yes,
and then those
that's
are
right.
the roller coasters. And,
It looks like when
hills.
you're going past the America Fun Spot on 192 in Kissimmee. It's got the
I'm not
big
sure that's
things
the
that,
look
like,
they were. I don't think
it's
they were
just a lot
going
of
for that look,
neon
Carolyn.
and-
Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure. The fun spot on 192 was the aim of the Imagineers.
No? Oh.
No. Here we go. What do we got going on here? I feel like this is going to be the slow build up, maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, Chris.
Clark W. Griswold.
Yeah, I know. He even got the W in there. Well, this is like the. Oh, lasers. Chris, lasers. Look, lasers. I see lasers.
Again, middle of Illuminations.
Yeah, but
Kind of like.
or it could be near the end when they kind of bring it down and then they bring it way up.
Blow it all up, maybe.
Yep.
But I'm not putting my money on that.
Lasers. Well, we're 18 minutes into the show, so
Still waiting for the big kapow.
is this like Italy or something? It almost feels like a Andrea Bocelli kind of feel.
I kind of feel like this might be the Hunchback of Notre Dame, but isn't that France? And we already had a France, so I don't know.
You raise your voice.
Oh.
It's enough to lift the human spirit. Set the song inside you soaring, and the whole wide world will hear it.
Here we go. I feel like finale's coming here.
This better be impressive.
There's no fire. Here we go.
Oh, there's ones coming in from each pavilion. Well, that's kind of neat.
Yeah, kind of like they reused from Illuminations that they used to do that, remember? I like.
Let's hope none of them misfire and drop on the crowd.
Yeah. Nope. Such an optimist.
I know. I'm always looking for the worst case.
Oh, here we go. Wide shot, camera guy. Wide shot.
Who's directing
We're
this?
dreaming in widescreen.
Go.
There you go.
Well,
Well, is that it? Yep.
that's a show, all right.
Mm-hmm. Are they going to have like a secondary thing? Or is that it?
I'm gonna.
Like, with illumination.
The little
you have-
torches have come on. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's concludes our.
Whatever the world
Oh,
may
no,
hold
hold on.
next,
Wait.
we hope you carry a song with you. And know that the promise of someday begins inside of you today. Good night.
That even her voiceover was sleepy. I think
Is that it?
that's it.
Ela, ela,
Ela,
ela,
vela,
vela. What do we got going on back there? Wait, what's happening? What's
The-
going on? in the
The
background?
the spaceship Earth is
Is that-
multicolored.
Oh,
See, the camera must be over near America right now.
Right.
Good night.
Good
Now
night.
get up.
Now
Is
get
there, I can't hear. Is there not even any like
I mean,
ending music?
it's well,
Okay.
well, there you go. And there you have it.
That was a show. Indeed it was.
All right. So for those of us who grew up for the last 20 plus years watching Illuminations, yeah. All right. Unvarnished. It
Maybe it wasn't all working.
Christy will go on.
That is so many meanings.
Christy, you complete me. that's fantastic.
Maybe it.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm going to say I hope it is more impressive in person. Sometimes, when you watch, even when you watch bloggers do their stuff and do cammed things, that it kind of doesn't play well at home compared to being there in
on
person.
a little
And that
screen. Sure.
Yeah, and those screens are like huge. So there is the potential for that. I will say, Justin in person, it better be amazing. It's funny. I will say though, my big comment is that while this was a lot of IP and things like that, yeah. This is funny. We keep getting great comments, by the way. Amanda's like, you're speechless for a few seconds, but not in a good way. So with Illuminations, right, it was an original score. So you learned it, you sang along with it, it became part of you. It really did over the past 20 years. I think that's why people get such an emotional attachment to some of these things, that it's so well done, and the music was so well done, and it brought everything together so well.
Yes.
This I didn't feel connected as much to it, and I don't know.
Do you remember when they changed the music just recently? Maybe in like the last 6 months or a year, they changed the music at the front of Epcot.
Right.
And I remember Jennifer on the podcast was saying, she's like, oh, I just love listening to it because it just sounds so like triumphant and like, like that, like cymbal crash, and it's all enthusiastic and stuff. This was kind of a snore fest.
Yeah. I mean, so Epcot
I don't feel inspired.
Right. So Harmonious, I would have thought was the hope for the future, the bringing together folks to bring us all forward. It should be like triumphant. It should be. And I feel like by using the intellectual property, just kind of shoehorning all the songs in, we've already got that at the Magic Kingdom.
At Magic Kingdom, yes.
Why do we need that in a nighttime show over here? Why couldn't we have, again, we had how many months? We could have created an original score for this. I mean, Disney's got some of the, probably the most money of just about anybody out there.
Do you think it's a matter though of how, how they, I don't mean to call them newbies, but like people that are kind of new to the parks. Oh, we just want to see the characters that we know from the movies. And maybe it's just cheaper and easier for them just to be like, well, the people like our movies, so we'll just make that part of the fireworks. And
well, I get them wanting to make a connection via characters. Okay. So I think that's generally why they're doing a lot of the stuff that they're doing, is because the people know the characters. You want to go to the theme parks to see the characters and things like that. But Epcot always was like kind of a different place
outside of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think just this whole thing of where you're bringing in Frozen and you're bringing in the intellectual property, and you've got the Ratatouille ride now. Not that any of them are bad rides or anything, but I think there is sort of this move to where Epcot was a world show place, where it was a World's Fair. And you were learning and things like that. Now it's coming back to just being a amusement park theme park, and not as much of that
there's
feeling.
not the theme of the theme park.
Yeah.
Yeah. This show reminded me a lot of not Reflections of Earth, Rivers of Light, in
Okay.
that it
Which I
was
never
really.
saw, by the way. So.
I saw it once. Justin and Dawn took me. I saw it
Mhm.
once. And it was a lot of slow moving and like lots of colors, but like there was no big triumphant thing. It was just kind of like, ooh, look at the pretty colors and the
Right.
slow song. And isn't this peaceful? And
Well, I
it
feel
just,
like, now the where they used to spray water and put projections on it have just been replaced in this show by big screens.
which during the day are ridiculously huge.
Right.
They don't trek them out during the day and bring them in at night. They're always there.
Angela, thanks for your comment. Said didn't feel very harmonious, just sort of a mismatch of stuff, which is an interesting thing because again, yeah, the whole there should have been there was no like weaving together via a theme or even like okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you a perfect example. The way I think it has been done better in the past, what this is, and that would be something like the Main Street Electrical Parade or Spectromagic, where there is an overarching theme or feel to the whole thing.
Yes. And
And
then they fit in the song from
Right.
that movie into
right
the
the
regular.
elements into the
Yes.
and it's upbeat and it's and I feel maybe that's what I'm feeling is missing, and maybe that's the slowness.
It was just like a bunch of different songs back to back. The other thing too that I think they could have done better was, I can't remember which Illuminations version it is, but one of them used to have people's voices from each country, which they were obviously trying to do here. But it was something like it would be like a man saying like, from my home country of Germany, welcome. And then it would be like,
Yes.
from my home in China, hello,
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
then or they'd say something in their language, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, like having a
Konnichiwa,
little
or
thing like
whatever,
that where
like
it was
that kind of
like,
thing. Yeah.
oh, so now we're talking about that pavilion over there. And remember they used to light up
And
the
they light them up
pavilion?
individually. Right. I
Right.
loved that. Absolutely loved
they
that.
should
Yeah.
they should have tied that kind of thing in with like, oh, and now we're going to do the Mexico thing, so here's some cocoa. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
honestly, I would have loved to have seen that. And actually, I would almost would have loved more to have heard like an instrumental soundtrack, which maybe had some of the, again, melded in some of these movie themes and things like that all through it, but almost heard some stories of people. It would have been cool too if they would have done something where maybe they could have swapped out, like occasionally, you swap in, swap out new stories and things like that, so you keep the show fresh for years to come. Like, in my homeland, I've done this.
Play a line from the movie, like how
Right.
like Moana or whatever. They had some Moana in there. I don't know what country she would represent from World Showcase.
Or you could even talk about how in the home countries where the people like maybe were inspired by the movies that represented their countries. I was inspired by Mulan when she said blah blah blah, right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, there was unfortunately a lot of dead spots and
a lot of spots where I feel like you'd be sitting there telling your toddler to stop squirming, but the kid can't quite see over the railing, so can't see what's going on. So then they're kind of getting bored. And yeah.
I will say, even though Illuminations had its boring spots, I did like the fake ending or the double finale, like kind of thing where, okay, it was done. Is that it? Are we done? And then all of a sudden, we go on.
Yeah.
But that song had such a powerful message.
Even the way they used to end wishes. And then like after the last big kaboom, then there's like that trail off music for like when you're okay, we got to go out and exit the park.
Yeah.
Now there's still like kind of a theme going on. This just kind of ended.
Well, there could be, who knows?
There could, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we're kind of not hearing it in the park. So there could be, and I hope there would be, some trail out music and some pre and post show music, a la the stuff that was done pre and post show for Illuminations and things like that. But I wanted to be like, after they had that show that was in between Epcot Forever, right? And I felt like, okay, this is a good kind of wedge show, for lack of a
just
term,
to get us through.
to get us through that. And like, it was, entertaining and things like that. And I thought, wow, we've had how much time to work on this. And I really hoped for a new original score. And I am going to just say it. I'm a little disappointed that didn't feel like.
Well, and it looks like that's what everybody is commenting below. So, okay, let's change the pace then. Let's everybody comment, name something you did like about it. Find something you did like about it. You go first, John.
Okay, robot arms, because robots are always cool. So, I mean, there seemed to be some really good potential, what they were doing with the arms going on there and moving around and things like that. My guess is, again, seeing when we get to see it in person, that the screens that things are projected on are going to be much larger, so much more visible from around World Showcase. Whereas before, you had the golf ball that was out in the middle, which, by the way, did that cool opening thing, which I still loved when the torch came out of the middle of that. Amazing. But imagine if that had been 2 to 3 times the size of what it was. How impressive that would have been. Okay. So I'm feeling like these are pretty substantial structures out there, and they're out there all day long, by the way.
Did you notice any of the robot arms? Does each little arm have fountains shooting water out of them? Or were they is there strictly just to like turn and move and
with lighting and things like that? Yeah, I would have to go back and watch it again and kind of
interesting.
Get a feel for that. But that's,
I liked the circle, how it had the mist that they projected on that. That's kind of neat, because then when that goes away, you suddenly see through the hole. That's kind of neat. And I like the cocoa part. That was nice and colorful.
So you're thinking that it is a kind of mist in the middle that they're projecting on, and it's not a screen?
Okay, so the way that the setup is in the center of World Showcase Lagoon.
Right.
It irks me, but there's a circle.
Right. You've got the portal from what show
Stargate.
is that? Stargate.
Yeah. But instead of it being like nice and centered with the American Pavilion in the middle, it's like this.
Oh my God.
Which is
Disney is messing with my OCD. So like that being off center, and then the 50 on the front of the castle is like slightly,
it was like
shifted.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know nobody's checking these things.
Wait, seriously? Does nobody go out? Walt would have been out in the park the
like
next day and been, move the dang thing right there.
I don't care what it costs. It's
I don't care if you've dropped anchors. Move it. Show's more important. I mean,
yeah.
Of course, nowadays you can't show Walt smoking.
No, you don't. They Photoshop that. But so that circle Stargate thing is hollow in the middle. You can see through it.
Okay.
But then there are
you don't think there's a screen that drops down or something?
No, because in the video we were watching, all of a sudden it would be gone and you could see fireworks in the hole from behind. So if that makes sense. But then, so there's that circle, and then there's, if you were looking down from the top, the circle is in the middle, and then there's 4 corners that are the half circle taco shells that are basically giant TV screens that can, where the lettuce and cheese would be in your taco.
Oh my gosh.
Water comes out of there.
Carolyn.
But they're huge. Awesome. Like these half taco shells are monstrous. And during the day, they're just big, black.
They will forevermore be known as the half taco shells. Like I will not be able to get that image out of my head every time I go down there.
Totally what they look like.
Thank you.
Giant floating taco shells.
Taco shells with lettuce and tomato coming out of it.
Yeah.
And stuff. So
When your taco explodes.
so Sally Mae says the colors, especially cocoa, she liked, and that you could see the images on the screen better than I assume she means the water projections.
No, the remember the old show illuminations
on
on the
world.
ball?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was hard to see back then.
Well, that or the water projections, quite frankly.
Yeah, well, that too.
I mean, which were always, the misting and stuff, depending on if the wind was blowing too hard.
Yeah.
It's a little tougher to see. Chris says the barge kerning is off.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is, Chris. The kerning.
The
kerning.
So funny.
So he knows us.
Yeah, you get us, Chris. Yes. You don't complete me, but you do get us. Okay. Yes. So I'm not sure what to say. There
is pretty well sums it up.
Yeah.
I've seen worse things in my life.
I would like to see it in person, but again, I just think my biggest thing is that it's going to be really tough to sing along. And I found myself, hearing the music of Illuminations and then singing the end song going out and stuff. So I don't know that that'll happen with this. I can't tell. But if it runs for 20 years,
you're just gonna osmosis the song into your head.
I may be singing in foreign languages. It may be better than Berlitz or whatever. Those things you buy on the internet to speak foreign languages suddenly. Michael says it was colorful and like the Epcot shirt. Carolyn, shout out to you. I have that. He wonders
you have
if
this one?
Torches are still in use. Yeah, but
the weird thing about
this
shirt.
The weird
thing about this shirt is
yes,
the bottom half of it.
Yeah,
is purple.
Because
it's just, why is it mustard yellow
randomly
and purple? It's quite a shirt, isn't it?
Well, it's quite a show.
I had to have it.
Yeah. I honestly, had I seen that one, I would have done the same thing. I mean, it's funny. I went back and I had a Epcot shirt that said Epcot Center on it. It was long sleeve. It was navy, and then it had down the side all the Future World Pavilion.
Oh, that would be
logos on it, which was a classic shirt, but it was an extra large. It was from Fat John days, like from when I was 40 pounds.
Still wear it for pajamas.
I think I did a random closet cleaning, and I went back to look for it, and somebody said, "Oh, this is awesome. I'd pay like $100 for it." I'm like, I think I have that shirt. Nope.
Nice.
Got rid of it. So,
Michael also asked if the torches were in use. Yeah, we saw them at the end there. They did come on at the end of the show, so it seems to be working.
Yeah, I do. I miss the Father Time guy. We're gathered here around the fire. Yeah, I miss that guy. Like, it just was so epic.
Angela,
I think that's what I was looking for. Epic.
Yeah, that's the word. Angela, you're going to be there in November, so report back to us and tell us if it changed your mind seeing it in person.
Yeah, I definitely would be interested to for folks who are down there and see it. Oh, and by the way, so tonight we were really supposed to simulcast instead of the corporate stream. We were supposed to simulcast the Disney Nerds podcast theme. By the way, shout out to them. Be sure and follow along with them, along with our INTERCOT stuff. And I'm not sure what happened there. Whether my guess is. And this is why when we were doing the pre-show here, Carolyn and I were sitting there, and I was like, well, we better pull up the corporate feed just in case that Wi-Fi was probably maxed out by everybody and their brother trying to do probably a live feed going out of there. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. We'll get Jimmy back on the show again and have, talk to him, because he'll have been there, live and in person and seen it. And, it may
he
be
might have a different opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, Michael says he's got the shirt, but not the hat. Hope Disney listens to this feedback.
Yeah, I
I'm not
mean,
sure they're
everybody that's
listening to us,
replying here seems to feel the same. Well, hey, they tried to fix Rivers of Light after people were pretty underwhelmed with it.
yeah.
Not that they did much of a good job of fixing it, but they
I
tried.
generally speaking, I think when you go away, when you close down a show that's been that epic and you go away for that long, people expect something completely amazing. Yeah, big.
Yeah.
And so I it's almost, the hype machine kind of gets rolling and stuff like that, and your expectations are so huge that maybe even it's not even possible to meet your expectations, but
No, but I mean, they did spend all this money on the giant taco shells and
right,
Stargate ring. So why, if you're going to spend that much money, it should
you
be.
might need to throw a few more fireworks in there. I'm just saying.
And I like the gas fire, like when they pump out diesel or whatever it is.
Really,
And you
I'm with
feel
you.
the
The
heat.
Inferno barge is sorely missed. There was something so amazing and cool. I mean, you could be over at yacht club or beach club or whatever, not see anything else that's going on, but then see this blast of fire go up into the sky, and you were like, "Whoa." That's
Yeah.
something I need to see. And let alone being on the shores of World Showcase, and
You feel the heat.
feeling the heat. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
always impressive. So, yeah. Oh,
Well,
okay. Well,
I agree with you, Chris. It is mechanically impressive for its size, and you're hoping for 30% more impressive in person. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to say 20% more is my expectation for myself.
Is
But
it? Well, I would take a 20% at this point. That
Yeah.
would be that would certainly be decent. So yeah. All right. Well, there it is.
there it was.
Epcot's
And there it
Harmonious
shall ever be.
preview with the INTERCOT Insider Live. I got nothing else. Do you have
I
anything
got
else,
nothing
Marilyn?
else.
Okay. Well, it was
But
good.
yeah, reply under this. This video will be in our Facebook feed for a little while. If you do see it in person,
Yep.
reply below and tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, and we are interested to hear what you say, and certainly those who visit in person, I'm certainly interested to hear what you think. Seeing the feed live there on the shores at Epcot, and whether you think it's amazing or whether you think maybe it needs a little bit of work.
Yeah, well, they've
as
got
we've said,
2 days till the 50th and all the
I'm sure
celebrations.
they can fix it in 2 days. I mean, we've often said it on the podcast here, unvarnished. We are not the full of pixie dust coming out of where. And we crank because we care.
We do.
And we
sure.
do.
Maybe they'll hand out sparklers to everybody to hold. That would be fun.
I think glow sticks would solve
that too.
a lot of the problems.
Less dangerous, probably.
Blinky lanyards, maybe.
The blinkies. Everybody turn your blinkies on around the World Showcase Lagoon.
Hey, by the way, just throwing this out there, I was talking with Nancy, who was down there today, apparently, and she was at I think, Grand Floridian or something like that, and reminded her that ICOT 25 is coming up a little over a year away, and she was like, "We gonna do something?"
Heck yeah!
I'm like heck yeah! So INTERCOT tease, stay tuned. I said it'd be nice to at least tease some of the details maybe by the time our birthday rolls around in about 3 weeks.
This October. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
October. So we're in September, almost in October. So hang with us. INTERCOT 25 years of magic coming to a theme park near you in 2022. October of 2022, but throwing that out there for now. But for Carolyn, I will say, and I am John, and it's been great having you along tonight. We hope you enjoyed our crazy mystery science
Quick
theater.
Quick and dirty.
Quick and dirty review of what's going on. To the Disney nerds, we are sorry. We really
We hope
did.
everything's okay.
Yeah, we hope so. We hope it was just a matter of crazy Wi-Fi down there. But tune in for our next podcast. Should be anytime now. So that's the one thing with us. We're not.
We're
on
busy
a
people.
schedule. Yeah, we're busy people. We're living our lives, and so we do them when we can. But it was fun hanging out with all of you tonight. And for everybody who commented, I say thank you for being part of the INTERCOT community. It's going to be great. Amanda, INTERCOT 25.
Yeah.
Sally Mae, thank you. Angela's going to give us a report, apparently,
Good.
when she goes. Says, will do. So for the whole INTERCOT podcast crew, and specifically Carolyn and myself, I am still John. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.